This is a somewhat different video. I'm not appearing on camera because I've had an eye infection. And being vain, I don't want you to see me with red baggy eyes. This is just a sample, well, a selection, mostly what we've actually sorted out, Sue and I, to get rid of on Facebook or on eBay. I will be selling them at less than what I paid for them, so there could be some bargains if you're interested. This one's called Sirdar Peekaboo. It's a double knitting, and it's sorry about this, I'll just try and get one out for you so you can see the colour of it. It's sort of beiges and lilacs, and there's 10 balls of that. I haven't decided on the prices as yet, so if you're interested in anything you'll have to let me know. This one is a pure wool. I think it's an Aran. Once again, it's, ooh, sorry about this, I'm not very well prepared, am I? It's Aran, yeah, pure wool superwash Aran. It's I don't know who it's by. Ooh, do you know, I'm not prepared at all, am I? It's a 50-gram ball, and who's it by? Water Wheel. And there's quite a few in this pack. It's sort of like a, it looks a bit more blue on the camera, but it's actually a bit more teal coloured. I'll have to count up how many there is of that one before I let you know. I'll just put the camera down a moment. You're seeing a nice colour there anyway while I'm putting that back in the bag. Just as long as I leave myself room to get out of this room, I'll be fine, yeah. This one you were looking at is actually Artisano, and it's pure, it says pure alpaca 4-ply. Now that's not 4-ply in American 4-ply, that's 4-ply as in UK, more like a fingering I presume to you. But it's 100% alpaca, and it's 50-gram balls, and as you can see there's quite a few of those, which I will count up and list later. I'm just giving you a brief look at what I've got on offer. This one again is Artisano, and again it's 100% alpaca, and once again it's a 4-ply as in UK 4-ply as in fingering, and it's all seal drop, so I will unseal it when I'm taking photos of it. It's a mixture of all kinds of colours. Don't know whether you can see it or not. That's the one. It is. This one is 100% wool as well. As you can see, I paid £15 for this, but I'll be selling it probably for maybe £1 a ball or something. It's a blue shades. As you know, I can't wear wool, so I decided I would get rid of the ones that were wool. So that's that. What else have I got now? This is ice yarn. Very, very pretty, but it's a little bit on the rougher side, I say the scratchier side, but it's what it loses in that is it makes for in the fact that it's very, very pretty. It would be nice as a trim to something. Don't know whether you can see it or not. It's got silver flecks in it. Make a very nice trim. It would be okay for a cardigan. It's just I don't think I would make a sweater with it, you know, next to my skin. It's got kind of like butterfly, they call it. Ooh, my fingers are everywhere. It's got like a butterfly to it, if you can see it. Butterfly pieces. And I've got this in this sort of silver grey colour. And I've also got it in pink. Oh, that's acrylic, I think. Although Ice is not very good at labelling everything. I should imagine it's some kind of man-made fibre. It's called Maxi Butterfly Glitz. And as I said, I've got that in a pink shade as well. That's the Butterfly Glitz in pink. Each one of these has got 8 balls in them, 850 grams. And there's also one that's sort of black and brown. Once again, it's got the butterfly effect. I will take better pictures of these. And it's Ice again. And there's 850 gram balls of that. Right, let's carry on. I'm trying to put them all down and leave myself room to actually get out of this room. Right, this one is acrylic, I think. It's called Paint Box and it's 100 gram balls. I think it's acrylic. Although it does say hand wash only, so maybe it does have some wool in it. Let me have a quick look. No, it just says hand wash only. Do not wring, do not iron, mixed fibres. Well, that's a lot of help, isn't it? Anyway, there's 500 grams of that in the blue. This one is a gorgeous yarn, but I decided that it wouldn't actually show up on, if I made anything for it, it wouldn't show up on my Etsy shop. Let me find one that's been opened. There's, I think, 30 balls of this, which is, it's called Peyton's. It's a 50 gram ball and it's by Peyton's. Oh, this one's been double wrapped. Oh, let me just put that down for 1 second while I get a ball out. I don't know why it's been double wrapped, but it has. This one is Peyton's Colourworks Iron. It's a very nice sort of shaded colour. It's not just a plain brown, if you can see. It's shaded all different colours of brown. It's a reddish brown. And some of it's got a bit of green in it. I've just picked one colour that's... They're all look different in the ball, but that's what they're meant to be. This one is 65 acrylic, 25 new wool, and 20... Ooh, it's not... Then 10% is it polyamide. And it's called Peyton's Colourworks Iron. And it does knit up with a slight, you know, different colours to it. See if I can find a different ball that's got a different colour on it. Yeah, that one is. As you can see, this one's actually got bits of sort of a greeny brown in it. It's all the same dye lot and all the same lot. But that's the way it looks, all different colours. So I think there's actually 30 balls in that. But unless anybody wants all 30 balls, I'll probably be splitting it. Let me put that away now. That's all 30 balls of that. Right, let's have a look what else we've got. I've got a full pack here of Ice Magic. That's acrylic and it's a fine double knitting. It's got, as you can see, it's got oranges, yellows, greens. I mean, somebody asked me for rainbow wool, but I wouldn't actually call this a rainbow because it's not got all the colours of the rainbow in it. It's just mostly reds, yellows and greens. Whether you can see that or not. Right, this one's a bit of a mixed bag, this one. It's just all assorted. And it's Sirdar Shimara. Sirdar Shimara. It's a roughish yarn. When I say rough, it feels very cottony. There's only 25 grams in the ball. Whoa, I'm not doing very well with my camera work here. 25 grams in a ball. And I think it's 100% cotton. Yeah, 100% cotton. But it doesn't give you yardage, and it doesn't give you anything, except it's a mixed bunch, as you can see. I will show you this better with photographs. I think there's two navy blue, 1 rust, 3 yellow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the peachy colour. I was just selling that as a mixed bag, I think. You can't separate it out really, can you? What have I got here? Oh, this one's just three balls of ice, I think it is. Yeah, it's ice. It's just black and white. It's fluffy-ish, sort of mohair-ish, but I don't know what it's made of. Once again, I will tell you all more in details when I get to list them. These are big 400 grams, I think, of Aran. The Woolcraft Aran. I think that they're all acrylic. I'm not sure. It says 800 metres on each ball, and there's 2 balls. Whoops! It's sort of like a light brown. I don't know what they call it. I'm sure it's acrylic. It says machine washable. Oh no, it's got 25% wool in it. But it is machine washable Aran. I've got that in brown. And I've also got it in this grey fleck. Can you see it flecked? This is ooh. Oh no, this is a different one. It's not wool craft. This one's Hayfield Bonus Tweed. Hayfield Bonus Tweed. Again, they're 400 grams in the balls, but I'll let you know later when I do list them. Because I'm getting to the bottom of this now. Whatever this is. Oh, this is Astrakhan. This is vintage yarn. It's Emu Astrakhan. It's got a loop. It's a loopy yarn. Woo! Don't know whether you can see it or not. It's a loopy yarn. And this is, I think it's 100% wool. It's a 50 gram ball. Where's it got me? Oh, I haven't got my glasses. I don't know whether you can read it at the bottom there, whether it's all wool. I think it's got some polyamide in it. It's a hand wash one anyway. Very, very pretty colour. Very, very nice when it's made up. I think there's just about, I think there's 50 grams of that. I'm not too sure. It's fallen out over the floor. As you can see, it's a beautiful colour. I think it's mostly wool, but I wouldn't like to say it's all wool. I've got another one of ice here. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. You're looking at my waste paper basket now. This one's ice. Again, it's a fine yarn, if you can see it. It's probably, I think it's supposed to be a double knit, but I wouldn't like to say. That's the trouble with ice. They only tell you on the site when you're buying it. They don't tell you, you know, on the labels. Oh, it says it's a ply kid mohair. So it is plied, but it's very loosely plied. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those 50 grams. Again, I'll give you more details of how yardage there is and how much they're going to cost. We're getting near the end now. This one, I've got quite a few of these actually. These are Hayfield Pure Wool Classic. It's a vintage yarn again. It's a 50-gram ball. Again, once again with, it's 100% wool, hand wash only. Again with these older yarns, the vintage yarns, they don't tell you how many yards is on them. And it's sort of like a deeper red, but there's quite a lot. There's a big bag full there, and there's also some more there. There's about 5 in that bag, and maybe about 10 or so in that one. So we shall see. We're getting to the end now. We've got some more ice that's fallen on the floor. This one's sort of like an olive green. It's called Alfredo Shine. I think it's all man-made, is it? My camera won't focus. Acrylic and polyamide, yeah. Once again, I think it's supposed to be double knitting, but it's quite fine. I would say it's olive green. Don't know if you can see it. Olive green with black, and I don't know whether there's any brown in it. I think it's just all greens actually. That darker colour looks like a bit like a bottle green or a moss green. So there's 1, 2, 3. I thought there was 8 of these, but I could only find 7. But maybe there's another one on the floor somewhere. Maybe there's only 7 of them. Right, we're on to nearly at the last now. We've got this pinky colour, which is 5 balls, luxury 4-ply. Again, it's a mixed fibre, I think, and they're 100-gram balls. Oops, a daisy, just trying to find out what it says. I can't read it. Maybe you can read it. I'm asking you to read it as well. Well, it would happen to be, but it's upside down. So that doesn't help any matters, does it? Yeah, it's a 100-gram ball, hand wash only. Mixed fibres is what it says. But it's a pretty colour. It's just that I've got so much yarn, as you can see. So this is all I've managed to sort out so far. And there's also... Now this is Red Heart, but it is Red Heart Romy. It's the kind of Red Heart that we can get here in the UK. It's a dark navy. It's looking quite bright here, but it's actually a dark navy. And it's 80 metres, 50 grams on this one. And it's acrylic, I think. Why do they ever put it where you can read it? It's all in this bump, isn't it? I mean, obviously I will read it before I list it. Oh no, it says something about wool here. 50% new wool. Ah, so it's got wool in it anyway. And I think there's maybe 10 or 50-gram balls in this one. So that's it so far that I've managed to sort out. But there may be more. I've got more Aran right at the top there that I may sort out some more from it. The rest of the stuff I'm holding on to. I've still got such a lot, as you can see. I'm sure I can spare some more, but I'm going to have to look through what I've got before I decide on any more sales. But I mean, the box is full. All these boxes here are full, so I think it's time I did get part company with some of it. Because as you can see, there is more than I can humanly crochet up in my lifespan, as I am 72 already now and I keep buying things. They're for Lolly's little yarn shack. I showed you those before, yeah. So I think I do need to actually. Oh, my poor doll's there losing her drawers there. So anyway, that's what I've got so far. I will be back to making videos when my eyes stop flaring up. They're actually like puddings that have, they were full of water, they were swollen up, and red, and now the redness is going a bit, but they look like deflated balloons, if you know what I mean. And I'm a bit reluctant to put anything on them at the moment, so if they don't get any better, I'm going to go to the walk-in centre. Anyway, that on the floor there is what I will be listing. There'll be less prices than what I paid for them, but unfortunately I can't afford to give them away. The only thing that I would suggest is, if you were in America, please look at how much the postage would cost from the UK to the US, because even though the yarn will probably be less money than the postage will be, if you know what I'm saying. So that's all I would suggest to you, is keep an eye on the prices. I mean, I will be selling these off a lot less than what I paid for them, but I will let you know when I get a chance. It's been blowing a gale today, which is why you haven't had any video outside or anything. And also I've got the eye problem, which I'm hoping will have subsided by tomorrow. I'm bathing them in boiled water at the moment. So that's it for the moment, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye for now.